What's up, everybody? How's it going? We are live here, just doing an impromptu live here. Used to do these back in the day, back in the old days. See, I'm wearing my old school Helium 10 logo today. I would go on at midnight. I would just go on randomly during the day and just connect with the community, do some ask me anythings. And so I wanted to do that today. Plus we had scheduled something wrong. And so we actually have another AMA, a scheduled one that we're going to do tonight at 10:15 p.m. Pacific time. So that way, a lot of you in Europe might be 7 a.m. round, for you. Those of you in Asia, be right there in the afternoon, Australia. So you'll be able to, usually you can't join these Ask Me Anythings that we do. So we have one special for you guys, but I'm like, you know what? We need to have one during the day too. So I wanted to come on here and connect with anybody who might have some questions I can help you out with on your Amazon account, something to do with Helium 10 that some strategy you want to learn about. I can demo it, or you can ask me a question about launch or PPC or pretty much anything out there. So I'm gonna give some time for some people to come on because this wasn't scheduled, so nobody got a notification for this probably. So as you guys come into the room, go ahead and throw me a shout out in the comments. So let me know where you're watching from. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna share a couple of things that maybe you guys have missed until somebody is going to ask questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and put something here first on the screen. Let's see. I want to throw it up there. Ooh, look at that. All right, there you go. Cool. All right, so now let me show you a couple things that are new-ish to Helium 10. By the way, tonight I'm going to be sharing with you guys all about the new keyword tracker. All right, so make sure to come. Those of you who are still awake at 10:15 at night, make sure to hop on um, and and uh, and do the follow along with me as I demo the keyword tracker. But let me just show you a couple things that I think might be new-ish to you guys. So hold on, let me throw this up. This one's not completely new, but it was revamped, and so I think it's important to be able to understand why this is such a cool tool. So let's go into Magnet. All right, and someone I'm gonna say someone give me a keyword to do, but there's like a delay here, so might take a little bit of time. But again, put your questions live in the chat. Let's just go ahead and look up something we all know and love, like coffin shelf. All right, hold on here. Coffin. Whoops, why am I in Walmart? I want to be in the Amazon.com. Run a new search. All right, take a look here. Let's take a look. And it's the keyword sales metrics. Now, let me show you just something interesting. I'm going to zoom in for you guys here. Don't forget, if you're just joining us, leave your notes in the chat, um, or leave your questions in the chat, I should say. Now, take a look here, guys. This is really good. Okay. Search volume. We've always focused on search volume, and you still should focus on search volume. This is like one of the coolest metrics. But why do we even care about search volume in the first place? Well, it's because we are hold on, let me make sure this is shared in the Facebook groups. The reason why we care about search volume is because we want to focus on the keywords that have the potential to bring us the most sales, right? And so I, theoretically speaking, if a keyword has more searches, like maybe we have 10 keywords that are all identical in relevance to our product, but if we have 10 of them, how do we know which one's the best? Well, it's the one that's searched the most because potentially that would have the highest percentage of sales. And usually it is like that. Usually everything is going to be kind of like in line with the sales, right? Because like if something is searched 100,000 times, and another one is searched 10,000 times, usually which keyword is driving more sales? Well, it's the one that searched it 100,000 times. But sometimes different keywords have different buyer intent. Okay, now take a look at this. I just searched a random list of keywords here related to coffin shelf. So this is not like a sequential list of search volume here, but let me just move this one over all the way to here. Let me move this over. Perfect. All right, now let's zoom in. Now, if this, I just put these keywords in descending order. Okay, I put it in descending order of search volume. So, what would you expect if all things were created equal? What would you expect the sales of a keyword to be? Well, it should also be in descending order, right? But take a look here. Halloween decorations, 382,000 search volume, but keyword sales only 978. That actually has a very low percentage of of conversion. Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna that's a pretty cool. I just literally came up with a new tool idea. Conversion rate, keyword conversion rate. And now that's going to be something that look at that. We're live here. I'm coming up with new features for Helium 10. So I just added that to my list. But then look at this keyword. 360,000 searches. So almost the same, but look, it's almost double the amount of purchases. So this keyword actually has a little bit more buyer intent right now. Now, guess what? I bet you as we get closer to Halloween decorations, it is going to be even more. Like this is going to have a lot more buyer intent. That's why this changes every week. Okay. Now let's take a look over here. But by the way, these are the sales in the last week. Just to make sure people are aware. This is sales in the last week. Matter of fact, this thing is wrong. It says estimated number of monthly sales. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure they know about that. It's weekly sales. Okay. So now let's take a look here. Let's go to down this list and we look here at, let's see, some of these. Oh, perfect. You see, there's a lot of random keywords that for whatever reason people search all the time. Like this is why you don't just look at search volume, guys. Look at this keyword top, and it's searched for 200,000 times for whatever reason. Like I don't know if somebody accidentally types this in or something, and there's only 74. And that makes sense, right? Like who is searching the word top and actually buying? So this is why a perfect example of why you can't just look at search volume without looking at the buyer intent. All right. Let's take a look at some more here. There's probably going to be some really cool ones to look out for here. Now we're getting a little bit lower here. Okay, let's take a look here. I want to see something where there's a big difference. Oddity. Nobody searched anything for oddity last week, or nobody bought anything, even though it had a lot of searches. Let's see. I'm gonna look at no. Let's look at some of these lower search volume ones, and I want to find one that's very similar. All right, very similar. Okay, let's see here. Black bookshelf, Beetlejuice decor, shot display. case. Like look at this. These have almost identical. Let's just pretend that they had these two keywords had something to do with each other. Vintage Halloween decor, shot glass display case. All right. 11,000 searches, 10,000 searches. All right. 21 and 155. All right. So you see which keyword is better. If these were equally important to my listing, well, I might look at this and be like, you know what? This is higher search volume. This is important. But look, it only generated 21 sales last week. This keyword, less search volume, generated seven times as many sales. So which keyword is the better one? If they were both equally relevant to my listing, it's the shot class display case. All right. So this is why, guys, those of you who have this metric, I think now it's available to platinum members too. Before, maybe it was only available to diamond for like years, but we always add stuff to platinum later. It shows you how you should be looking at not just the search volume, but also the keyword sales. All right. Let's go ahead and look at some questions from the chat now. Let's see. Xiaolong says, I'm still confused about the difference between search creep performance and ads report. Okay, yeah. So it's there's a make sure to look at helium10.com/podcast and then type in search creep performance. I did some very deep episodes with a few people actually from Amazon about search creep performance late last year. One of the main differences is what you see in search creep performance report as far as, like, for example, sales or anything, searches. This is denormalized. Okay, so first of all, it's denormalized, meaning that the search volume is really inflated because, like, let's say somebody types in coffin shelf, that's one search. They click a product, they click back on their browser. Amazon in search creep performance counting that now as two searches. They scroll to page 2, now that's 3 searches. They scroll to page 4, that's 4 searches. They click something on that page, and then they click back in their browser. All of a sudden, that's 6 searches. Like the way that Helium 10 model for search volume is not based on denormalized. Also, other Amazon metrics like brand analytics is not based on denormalized. So that's the first difference as far as like the searches. As far as purchases goes, you should only see about 20 to 30% of your overall sales for a keyword or just any keyword inside of there. First of all, not all sales come from search, right? Somebody hits a frequently bought together and then they buy your product. Well, that wasn't from a keyword search, right? Somebody lands on your listing from Google or from Instagram or TikTok directly. Well, that's not a keyword attributed search. All right. Somebody's on a product page and they click a product targeting ad or they click a sponsored display ad. Is that a keyword search? No. So of course the sales are much, much less. But here's a big thing. Not all of the search keywords are there either. Like, and it's a big difference between PPC. Because, for example, let's say I search, let's do this again. Let's mess up somebody's somebody's advertising. We're not going to mess up mine. I'm going to do it to my competitor maybe. Let's go here to Amazon.com and let's search coffin shelf. Okay. Okay. So let us go. I search coffin shelf. All right. So first of all, that is just one. That's just one search. Okay. So that's one search. And now everything on this page got an impression. All right. Right now in search creep performance, right now, everything on the top of this page, this line of products, maybe this line, or not this one, but maybe this line of products, all right now got an impression in search creep performance. Everything here on page 1 that's sponsored got an impression in sponsored ads. Okay. Now here's the thing. Let's say I click this. Okay. I click this product right here. Now I just cost my competitor 50 cents. Anyways, this is a click in search creep performance. It's a click in Amazon advertising, right? It's a page view in anything. But now let's just say I leave this page, or I leave this computer right now. I walk away. I come back here. Right now it's 11 a.m. Pacific time. Let's say I come back to my office to this very same screen at 12 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. Well, guess what? If I purchase this, this does not show up as a purchase in Search Query Performance. Search Query Performance is only taking into consideration activity that happens within 24 hours of the initial search. Okay. Now another thing is that going to show up in PPC in my Amazon advertising reports? Absolutely, because there's an attribution window. All right. Let's say, remember, let's just say this is right now. I just searched coffin shelf. I went to this page. Now I click this. Okay. I click this product and it's another one from this brand. That one does not go to Search Query Performance because I clicked another product. Does not go to Search Query Performance. Okay. But is it going to go to Amazon advertising if this was like my product? Absolutely, it does. All right. Now watch this. If I click back on my browser here, and then I click, let's say I click another product, and I probably not because I clicked back on my browser. Let's say I click a sponsored brand. Like here's mine. I'm not going to click on mine. No, you guys out there better not be clicking on my ads for no reason. If I click on this and I purchased it as a user, does this show up in Search Query Performance Report even if I just search coffin shelf? No, it does not. This is a sponsored brand ad. Sponsored brand ads do not show up in Search Query Performance Report, and that includes the advertising. So there's a lot of difference. It has to happen within one window of shopping. All right, so that's why people are like, wait a minute, I only see like 20, 30, sometimes 40% of my sales in Search Query Performance. Well, number one, it's because not everything happens in a keyword search. And the other thing is it's very limited what Search Query Performance looks at. Okay. Let's see. Shanna says that's good to know. Keep your questions coming in, guys, to the chat. Whatever you're watching this on the chat, please keep your questions coming in. Matt says, thanks for the one-on-one call the other week. Mega helpful. Glad to help you, Matt. I forgot who you are already. Like, my memory is very bad. I'm sure if I hop on a call with you, I'll remember then. But yeah, if you guys are wondering how we do one-on-one calls, that's not me being a consultant on my own, getting money or something. No. That's for Helium 10 Elite members. You can book one-on-one calls. So if anybody's interested, that's only $99 a month. Worth it for one-on-one calls with myself and Carrie. All right, Xiao Long has another question here. He says, my search query performance conversion rate was like 12%, ads for the same keyword 20. Yeah, so again, search query performance is taking into consideration organic and sponsored. So that there's one difference right there. And then also remember your ads one, you could show up for a certain search query, click the product, and then start clicking other products and then end up buying something later. And that still counts as a conversion. But does that count for a conversion on search query performance? Not necessarily. No. I mean, no, it's not necessarily. No, 100% it doesn't count for search query performance. So there's a big difference. It's not that one is better than the other or one is more accurate than the other. I think search query performance is still great because it gives you a good apples to apples comparison of what you're doing with the competition and what you're doing with your other products, what you're doing at the keyword level. So it's still a good one. It's, like when you're looking at Amazon advertising, you can't necessarily see at the keyword level what your market is doing per se. So in some senses it's limited. Yeah, I know, but in some senses it actually has more information than other people. All right, what other questions? Keep throwing questions in, guys. What insert card strategy do you use? I'm considering using a Helium 10 landing page. But okay, you're talking about portals. Yeah, I don't do a lot of insert cards myself, but a lot where I do have it is sometimes I have like an instruction, like if it needs to be put together, the product, I'll have an instructions in there. And I made that with Helium 10 portals, but then I'll also have a QR code on my, I'll have a QR code on there that points people that points people to like a free warranty or something like that, so I can get their email address. And yes, I use Helium 10 portals for that as well. It all comes out on the same thing. And then now I'm building up my email list of my customers. But on a lot of my products, I just don't have the time to do that. If I did have the time, I absolutely would do an insert card almost for every product. Dan says, "What's the best bidding strategy when graduating keywords from auto and broad to exact match?" Everybody has their own style of what they do. Me, it's almost always the same. Um, First of all, I mean, obviously, I have it set up nice in Atomic. I can set up the rule, but I have one rule for harvesting the keywords. That means what is my rule to even want to move it to my exact match campaign, and that's usually 2 orders at less than 50% ACOS. I think now I do because sometimes I might want to play with the bids a little bit, right? So I have a rule that says, hey, Atomic, tell me when I get a keyword that has 2 sales at less than 50% ACOS. Okay. And then it gives me the option to go ahead and put it. And then it says, at what bid do I put it? And that maybe that's what you're really asking here in this question. And then for the bid, I put it to be whatever I got the sale for in the other campaign. So my auto campaign, maybe for whatever, like maybe my target is $3, but it doesn't mean everything is $3, right? Maybe I converted for those 2 sales at $1.73. Well, that's what I made Atomic. Um, I made the Atomic. Um, Hold on, somebody's looking for Kevin King. Just a moment. Okay. Yeah. By the way, guys, remind me to give you the link in 4 minutes. There's going to be a Walmart training with Kevin King. Hopefully, if he comes, I'll give you guys a link in the chat to so you can join that. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, let's say I converted 2 at $1.72 or $1.73 on my auto campaign. Well, I have Atomic make that the bid to start with for when I move it to my exact manual, just because I know, hey, I got some sales right there. And then from there, of course, I'll optimize the bid, later on. Okay. All right. Look, I said I would give you guys the link. So let me do that now. So I want you guys to go to this link and register right when we're talking. And then in 4 minutes, I want you to switch to this live call here. h10.me/FT August. h10.me/FT August. Okay, h10.me/FT August. Where is that? There we go. So, guys, register right there on another window while you guys are talking to me, because in 3 minutes, Kevin King and Carrie will have some cool training I want you guys to switch over to. Ahmed says, how accurate is the PPC cost that comes in Cerebro or Magno? Oh, you're saying that suggested PPC bid? It's more accurate in my experience than the Amazon one, but still, I don't look at it too much because I have Helium 10 keyword tracker. I can turn a keyword on boost. I'm instantly going to know, is my bid too high? Is it too low? With keyword tracker, which by the way, tonight's class will be on keyword tracker, 10:15 p.m. tonight. But yeah, I don't even worry too much about Amazon's bids. Sometimes just to do my initial one, I'll go ahead and follow it maybe. But the best way to know, are you hitting your goal for where you're showing up in the search results with how your bid is? Just look at keyword tracker, have it on boost, and you know where you're showing up. If you're showing up at position 30 for sponsored, well, guess what? That means that you need to increase your bid, regardless of what the suggested bid is. All right. If I'm at number 1 and I'm like, maybe let me dial back the bid. All right. So that's another one right there. Jorge says, how can I calculate Amazon fees for box dimensions? Pretty easy. Go to any product on Amazon, right? And if you have the Helium 10 Chrome extension installed, hit the profitability calculator. And that's going to import those dimensions of whatever product you're looking at. And it's going to calculate those fees for you. You're going to see a detailed pick and pack and ship fee from Amazon. And then you can even play around with the dimensions and just put whatever dimensions you want. I mean, it's automatically going to pull in whatever you see on that page, but it'll go ahead and um, it will give you the calculation based on those dimensions. Dan says fix down only or up and down. I always do just down only. Yeah, that's me personally. Down only, 100%. Hadassah says, I saw the video about automating my Cerebro insights for competitors keywords, but I only see 50 out of my 150 products in my products. It's not giving me the option. It should. So if you go to my products table, there's a place where you can add and delete products. Just go there and it should have all your products there. And if not, just take a screenshot of it and send it to customer support, and they can figure out why is it not showing. Because if you have active products, it should all be in that product settings tab. And let me just show you where that is. Adasa. Here on the left, you go, or of course your message is blocking it, but you go to adjust right here on the bottom left. You can't really, so let me take away your message. There we go. Now you can see it. You go here, adjust selected ASINs. They should all be there. And anything that's not, just let support know, and they'll take care of that for you. Are margins bigger on Walmart? Sometimes they are. Sometimes they are. Walmart's fees are very similar to Amazon. Maybe you're paying a little bit less advertising sometimes. So sometimes you have bigger profit margin on Walmart. Sometimes not. It all depends on the product and the competition. All right, guys, that'll be it. So just remember, tonight, 10:15 p.m. on whatever you're watching this, we're going to be right here. That is in 11 hours. All right. I'm going to do a super cool reveal about how the new Helium 10 keyword tracker is working. So make sure to sign up on our YouTube channel or LinkedIn. There's a StreamYard link too, but I don't have that one available to me right now, so I can't give that to you guys. But at least go to our YouTube. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give the link right now so you can copy it. Hold on, let me show you. YouTube is probably the easiest one to join. I know that's going to be late for some of you guys, but it's going to be a pretty cool ask me. We're going to have an ask me anything just like this. We're going to have an ask me anything, and we're going to have a tutorial on the brand new Helium 10 keyword tracker. So that's at 10:15 p.m. And let me copy. I mean, I'm just going to put this in the chat. You're going to have to copy it right there. So you can copy it right directly from the chat, or just go to the Helium 10 YouTube channel. Okay. Go to find Helium 10 on YouTube and then hit live. All right. And then you see this one right here, monthly special training, AMA. Hit notify me. Okay, hit notify me. I know it says 10:15 a.m. here. That's what this is right now. It's going to be 10:15 p.m. All right. And again, in the meantime, go to h10.me/FT August, which is right here, and join the training with Carrie and Kevin King. All right, guys. Well, hope this is beneficial. Might do more of these in the future. Thanks a lot, guys, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye now.